The ASUS Zephyrus S is the next step for a slim yet powerful notebook. But is it good enough? Let's have a look. Before we start the review, make sure to hit that subscribe button and enable a notification so you won't miss any future videos. Thank you. I still remember when a powerful notebook had to be giant and thick, as a 5000 page long book. Of course, there are notebooks which have the same aspect, since proper cooling sometimes requires sacrifices, which means big notebook shell. The Zephyrus S GX531 is the third member of the ASUS ROG Zephyrus family. The review unit has an 8th Gen Core i7 8750H CPU and an NVIDIA GTX 1060 GPU with 6GB of VRAM. The unit comes with a storage of 500GB Samsung NVMe PCI Express SSD, so boot time and game loading are super fast. GPU can be configured to a 1070 version, but in that case you will have a Max-Q NVIDIA GPU, so performance gain might not be that much towards the upgrade. As for the memory, the unit came with a 24GB of RAM, where 8GB is soldered onto the motherboard. Not a good sign. I really like those notebooks which have 2 RAM slots and you decide how much you want or need. Port selection is not much different from the previous Zephyrus models, yet I think Zephyrus S has some downgrades. It has 2 USB Type-C ports, where one supports the DisplayPort and has a 10GB bandwidth, where the other Type-C is a standard Gen 1 USB port. Besides these, we have 2 USB 2.0 Type-A ports, an HDMI 2.0 combo audio jack and a Kensington lock. If you ask me, the USB 2.0 is simply a shame to put such slow port into the machine. You most likely use these ports only for external mouse and keyboards, but nothing else. The display is very good. It has a 144Hz refresh rate with a 3 millisecond response time panel. A very typical display from current ASUS gaming models, like the GL504 SCAR2 or the refreshed model of the GL703 or G703 series. Typing on the Zephyrus S is nice, but the key travel is slightly shorter than the GL504. For those who type a lot, I still advise to go with the SCAR2 model. The touchpad has been moved to the very right corner of the notebook to gain more room for the cooling. If you are right-handed, you are in luck, but for those left-handed people, you might have to grab an external mouse. It uses Windows Precision driver, so nothing else to complain about it. It also works as a numeric keypad, so those who use a lot of numpad functions, this has it. Performance is good. What else can we expect from a machine like this? Games like Fortnite, Doom or Far Cry 5, all 3 run very well without any hiccups. No complaints about the performance. But there is one drawback. Even though the special hinge mechanism is meant to gain more airflow to the system, usually during gameplay the system fans run very loud, and since this is a very thin notebook, those have very characteristic high-pitched noise level, which is not ideal. Yet this is a very nice looking and speedy machine. But if you look beyond these appealing design features and you desire for a more versatile notebook, I still advise to go with the GL703 or GL504 SCAR2 models. Those have very similar configurations, but with much better port selection or even better pricing. If you plan to buy any of these notebooks, please check the links in the video description. This helps to keep up the work and provide more content for you guys. As always, if you have any questions regarding this product, let me know in the comment section below and we'll try to answer all of them. Thank you and have a nice day.